Hello and welcome, my friend. Today we're going to talk about a simple idea that can help you learn English faster, even if you are busy, even if you feel distracted, even if you think you don't have enough time. This idea is called deep work, and don't worry, it's much easier than it sounds. Deep work simply means giving your full attention to one small English activity for a short time without your phone, without multitasking, without pressure. In this episode, I'll speak slowly and clearly so you can listen, follow, and practice shadowing with me. When you focus deeply, even for 5 or 10 minutes, your brain learns faster and remembers more. We'll use simple English, short sentences, and calm repetition to help you train your listening and speaking together. Try to listen carefully, repeat softly, and stay present with the sound of English. You don't need to rush. You don't need to understand everything. Just stay focused, one sentence at a time. This is how deep work helps you learn English faster, by turning small moments of focus into real progress. So relax, breathe, and let's this gentle, focused journey to better English one quiet, powerful step at a time. Now let's understand deep work a little more in a very simple way. Deep work means doing one thing at one time with your full attention. It means you are here, listening now, not checking your phone, not thinking about something else, not rushing. When you focus deeply, your brain becomes calm. And when your brain is calm, learning becomes easier. Many people try to learn English while scrolling, chatting, or watching many things at once. But the brain cannot learn well this way. It becomes tired and confused. Deep work is different. It is quiet. It is slow, and it is powerful. You don't need a long time for deep work. You don't need 1 hour or 2 hours. Even 5 minutes of deep work is enough. What matters is not the length, but the quality. 5 minutes of full focus is better than 30 minutes of half focus. So choose a small time. Sit comfortably. Put your phone away. Close other tabs. And tell yourself, for the next 5 minutes, I am only listening to English. This simple decision changes everything. Now let's practice deep work with listening. When you listen deeply, you don't just hear words. You notice sounds. You notice rhythm. You notice pauses. You notice how English moves. Choose a short audio, like this podcast. Listen once without repeating. Just listen. Let the sound enter your ears. Don't translate. Don't stop. Just listen. This is deep listening. Your brain is learning even if you don't understand every word. Next, listen again and start shadowing. Shadowing means you repeat what you hear, softly or out loud, at the same time or just after the speaker. Try to copy the sound, not the spelling. Copy the speed. Copy the tone. Copy the feeling. If you miss a word, that's okay. Keep going. Deep work is not about being perfect. It is about staying focused. When you shadow with focus, your speaking improves naturally. Now let's talk about why deep work helps you learn English faster. When you focus deeply, your brain makes stronger connections. New words stay longer in your memory. Sounds become familiar. Sentences feel easier. You don't forget quickly. This is why students who study with focus improve faster than students who study for long hours without focus. Deep work saves time. It gives better results with less effort. Let's make deep work easy for your daily life. You can do deep work in the morning before your day becomes busy. You can do it in the evening when everything is quiet. You can even do it during a break. Sit down, take a deep breath, and focus on one small English task. One podcast, one short video, one paragraph. That's all. Small focus, big results. Now let's talk about deep work for speaking. Speaking needs attention. When you speak while thinking about mistakes, fear, or grammar, your mind becomes noisy. Deep work helps you reduce this noise. Choose one simple topic, for example, my morning, or my day, or what I like. Speak slowly. Speak clearly. Don't rush. Don't stop. Just speak for 1 minute. This is deep speaking. You are training your brain and mouth to work together. You can also use deep work with reading. Choose a short, easy text. Read it slowly. Read it aloud. Feel the words in your mouth. Notice how your tongue moves. Read again. Each time you become more comfortable. This is deep reading. It builds pronunciation, confidence, and fluency. Now let's talk about distractions, because distractions are the enemy of deep work. Phones, notifications, messages, and noise pull your attention away. When your attention breaks, learning stops. So protect your deep work time, even 5 minutes. Put your phone on silent. Sit in a quiet place. Tell others you need a short moment. This is not selfish. This is smart learning. Deep work also helps your confidence. When you focus deeply and practice calmly, you feel progress. You feel control. You feel proud. Confidence grows when you see yourself improving. Not fast, not suddenly, but clearly. You begin to trust yourself. You begin to enjoy learning, and enjoyment makes you practice more. Now let's combine deep work and shadowing. This is a very powerful combination. Choose a short audio, maybe 30 seconds. Listen once, listen again and shadow. Listen a third time and shadow again. 3 times, fully focused. This small routine can change your English. Your listening becomes sharper. Your speaking becomes smoother. Your brain becomes faster. Another important part of deep work is rest. After deep focus, take a short break. Drink water. Relax your mind. Let your brain absorb what it learned. Learning continues even during rest. Deep work and rest work together. Focus, then relax. This balance keeps your mind fresh and motivated. Now let's talk about mistakes during deep work. Mistakes are normal. When you focus deeply, you may notice more mistakes. This is good. Awareness is learning. Don't stop because of mistakes. Don't judge yourself. Just continue. Deep work is about staying present, not being perfect. Deep work also helps beginners feel less afraid. When you practice alone, in silence, with focus, there is no pressure. No one is watching. No one is judging. This safe space helps your voice grow. And when your voice grows in private, it becomes stronger in public. Now let's talk about consistency. Deep work works best when you do it every day, even a little. 5 minutes daily is better than 1 hour once a week. Make it a habit. Same time, same place, same simple task. Habits remove decision stress. When something becomes a habit, you don't think, you just do it, and learning happens automatically. Now imagine this. Imagine you do deep work with English every day for 1 month, just 5 to 10 minutes. Focused listening, calm shadowing, gentle speaking. After 1 month, your English will feel different. Sounds will feel familiar. Words will come faster. Speaking will feel lighter. This is not magic. This is focus. Deep work teaches you an important lesson. Learning faster does not mean learning harder. It means learning smarter. It means removing noise. It means choosing calm focus over stress. English does not need to be difficult. It needs attention. So remember this. When you want to learn English faster, slow down. Focus. Remove distractions. Choose one small task. Give it your full attention. This is deep work, and deep work turns small effort into strong progress. Stay calm, stay focused, stay gentle with yourself, and let deep work guide you to better English, one quiet, powerful moment at a time. And as you continue practicing deep work in this calm and focused way, you will begin to notice something very important. Your mind feels quieter. You feel less rushed. English no longer feels heavy or stressful. Instead, it feels clear and simple. This is because deep work trains your attention, and when your attention is trained, learning becomes smoother and faster. You are no longer fighting distractions. You are no longer forcing yourself. You are simply present with the language, and that presence changes everything. Let's now talk about how deep work helps your memory. When you study with focus, your brain understands that this information is important. It stores words, sounds, and patterns more deeply. You don't forget so easily. You don't need to repeat the same lesson again and again. Instead, each focused session builds on the last one. Your memory becomes stronger, not because you study more, but because you study better. This is one of the biggest secrets of learning faster. Now let's practice deep work with very simple shadowing. I will explain it slowly. Choose one short sentence, just one. Listen to it carefully, then repeat it. Not fast, not loud, just calm and clear. Repeat the same sentence 3 times. Each time, you will feel more comfortable. Your mouth will move more easily. Your confidence will grow quietly. This is deep shadowing. One sentence, full attention, real progress. Many learners think they must learn many things at the same time: grammar, vocabulary, pronunciation, listening, speaking. But deep work teaches you something different. It teaches you to do one thing well. When you focus on one small skill, other skills improve naturally. When you focus on listening, your speaking improves. When you focus on pronunciation, your confidence improves. When you focus on calm repetition, fluency improves. Deep work simplifies learning, and simple learning is powerful learning. Let's talk about deep work and beginners, especially A1, A2 learners. If you are a beginner, deep work is your best friend. Why? Because beginners need clarity, not pressure. Deep work gives you a safe space to learn slowly. You don't rush, you don't compare yourself to others, you don't feel lost. You focus on what you can do now. One sound, one word, one sentence. This builds a strong foundation, and a strong foundation makes everything easier later. Now let's talk about deep work and confidence. Confidence grows when you feel in control. Deep work gives you control. You choose the time, you choose the content, you choose the speed. There is no rush, there is no fear. When you feel safe, your voice becomes stronger, and when your voice becomes stronger, confidence appears naturally. You don't chase confidence, you build it quietly through focused practice. Another important part of deep work is breathing. Yes, breathing. Before you begin your English practice, take one slow breath. Relax your shoulders, relax your jaw. When your body is relaxed, your mind is relaxed, and when your mind is relaxed, learning is easier. Many learners feel tense when speaking English. Deep work helps you release that tension. Calm body, calm mind, clear English. Let's also talk about deep work and mistakes again, because this is very important. During deep work, mistakes are not a problem, they are information. When you notice a mistake, your brain is learning. Don't stop, don't judge, just notice and continue. Deep work is not about fixing everything at once. It is about staying present. Improvement happens naturally when you stay present long enough. Now imagine this simple daily routine. You sit down for 5 minutes, you listen to a short English audio, you shadow 1 or 2 sentences, you read a short text aloud, then you stop. That's it, 5 minutes, fully focused. If you do this every day, your English will improve faster than you expect. This is not theory, this is how the brain works. Focus creates learning. Let's talk about deep work in a noisy world. Today, everything tries to take your attention. Notifications, messages, videos. But when you choose deep work, you choose yourself. You choose your growth. You choose calm over chaos. Even a few minutes of deep work each day can change how you feel about learning English. It becomes peaceful. It becomes personal. It becomes enjoyable. Now let's connect deep work with real life. Deep work is not only for study time. You can use deep work when you listen to English while walking. Put your phone away. Just listen. You can use deep work when you repeat a sentence quietly while cooking. Full attention, 1 sentence. Deep work fits into real life when you keep it simple. Another powerful idea is deep work with intention. Before you start, say to yourself, "Now I am learning English." This small intention prepares your brain. It tells your mind to focus. Intention is like a switch. It turns learning on. When you combine intention with focus, learning becomes strong and fast. Now let's talk about patience again. Learning English faster does not mean rushing. It means reducing waste. It means focusing on what matters. Deep work removes useless effort. It removes stress. It removes confusion. What remains is clear learning, calm practice, steady growth. This is why deep work feels gentle but gives strong results. If you ever feel tired, reduce your deep work time. 1 minute is enough. 1 sentence is enough. The goal is not to push. The goal is to stay connected. Deep work is flexible. It respects your energy. It works with you, not against you. And finally, remember this simple truth. You don't learn English faster by doing more. You learn English faster by focusing better. Deep work is not hard. It is quiet. It is simple. It is powerful. And it is available to you every day. So, slow down. Choose one small English task, give it your full attention, and trust that deep work is guiding you toward clearer listening, stronger speaking, and real confidence, one calm, focused moment at a time. And as you continue walking this calm path of deep work, you begin to understand something very important. Learning English faster is not about pushing your brain harder, but about giving your brain the right conditions to learn. Just like a seed grows best in quiet soil with enough water and light, your English grows best in calm focus, simple practice, and gentle repetition. When you remove pressure, comparison, and noise, your brain opens itself to learning. And deep work creates exactly that space. Let's now slow down even more and talk about attention. Attention is the real currency of learning. Wherever your attention goes, learning follows. When your attention is scattered, learning is weak. When your attention is focused, learning is strong. Deep work trains your attention like a muscle. At first, focusing feels difficult. Your mind wants to move. Your thoughts want to jump. That's normal. Don't fight it. Just gently bring your attention back to the sound of English, again and again. Every time you do this, your focus becomes stronger. And as focus becomes stronger, learning becomes faster. Now let's talk about deep work and listening for beginners. When you listen deeply, don't try to understand everything. That creates stress. Instead, listen for familiarity. Listen for words you recognize. Listen for sounds you hear again and again. Listen for rhythm. Understanding grows naturally from familiarity. If you understand only a little, that is enough. That little understanding grows quietly when you keep listening with focus. Another helpful deep work habit is repeating without thinking. Many learners try to think while repeating. They think about grammar, meaning, spelling. This slows everything down. Deep work teaches you to repeat first and understand later. Let your mouth copy the sound. Let your brain relax. Understanding will come with time. This is how children learn language, and it works for adults too. Let's talk about deep work and shadowing again, because it is one of the strongest tools for A1 to A2 learners. Shadowing is powerful because it combines listening, speaking, and focus into one simple activity. When you shadow deeply, you are not multitasking, you are fully present. You hear a sentence and your mouth follows. This trains your brain to process English faster. It reduces fear. It builds automatic speaking, and automatic speaking is the beginning of fluency. Now imagine doing this every day, not for long, just a few minutes. Over time, English stops feeling slow. Your brain stops translating. Your mouth stops hesitating. Words begin to come out naturally. This is not because you studied harder. It is because you focused better. Deep work makes learning efficient. Let's also talk about deep work and thinking in English. When you practice deep work, your thoughts become quieter and clearer. This makes it easier to think in English. Start with very small thoughts. I am sitting. I am listening. I feel calm. Say these thoughts slowly in your mind. This is deep thinking. One thought at a time. No rush, no translation. Over time, English becomes the language of your inner voice, not just an external sound. Another important part of deep work is setting boundaries. Deep work needs protection. Tell yourself, this is my English time, even if it is only 5 minutes. During this time, nothing else matters. Messages can wait, social media can wait. Your future self will thank you for this small boundary. Focus now creates freedom later. Let's talk about deep work and emotions. When you are focused, emotions become calmer, anxiety reduces, fear softens. You feel safe with the language. This emotional safety is very important for speaking and listening. When you feel safe, your brain learns faster. Deep work creates safety by removing pressure and distraction. Now let's connect deep work with pronunciation. Pronunciation improves when you listen deeply to sounds and repeat them calmly. Don't rush through words. Slow down. Feel the sound. Notice how your mouth moves. This is deep pronunciation practice. One sound, full attention. This kind of practice is much more effective than repeating many words without focus. Another idea is deep work with writing. Writing helps your brain organize English, but don't write long texts. Write 1 or 2 simple sentences, then read them aloud. This connects writing, reading, and speaking together. Deep work means doing this slowly and carefully, not quickly and carelessly. Let's talk about frustration. Sometimes, even with deep work, progress feels slow. This can be frustrating. But remember, learning is happening below the surface. Your brain is building connections you cannot see yet. Trust the process. Keep practicing. Deep work always pays off, even when results are not immediate. Now imagine yourself after 3 months of daily deep work. You listen more easily. You recognize more words. You speak with less fear. You don't panic when you hear English. This future is realistic. It is built through calm focus, not stress. Deep work also teaches you discipline, but a gentle discipline, not forcing, not punishment, just showing up every day, sitting down, focusing, and stopping. This gentle discipline builds confidence in yourself. You begin to trust that you can learn, and that trust changes everything. Another beautiful thing about deep work is that it makes learning enjoyable. When you are focused, you feel progress. When you feel progress, motivation grows. Learning stops feeling like a task and starts feeling like a quiet achievement. Let's talk about comparison. Deep work naturally removes comparison. When you are focused on your own practice, you stop looking at others. You stop worrying about levels. You focus on today's small improvement. Comparison disappears when attention is inward, and this makes learning peaceful. Now let's talk about deep work and time. Many people say they don't have time to learn English, but deep work shows that you don't need much time. You need quality. 5 focused minutes can change more than 1 distracted hour. Time is not the problem. Focus is the solution. Another helpful deep work technique is repeating the same content. Don't always look for new material. Repeating familiar audio deeply helps your brain relax and notice details. Each repetition reveals something new. This deep repetition builds strong listening and speaking skills. Let's also talk about confidence again. Confidence grows when you keep promises to yourself. When you say, "I will practice for 5 minutes," and you do it, confidence grows. Deep work makes it easy to keep promises because it is short and simple. Now let's bring everything together. Deep work means focus. Focus means calm. Calm means better learning. Better learning means faster progress. You don't need pressure. You don't need stress. You need presence. So every day, choose presence. Choose one small English task. Remove distractions, breathe, focus, and stop. This is deep work. And deep work will quietly, steadily, and powerfully help you learn English faster than you ever thought possible. Stay gentle, stay focused, and trust that every calm minute of deep work is shaping your future English, word by word, sound by sound, moment by moment.